Perfect is the enemy of done. Hashtag total rebuild, everybody. Let's jump right in. Oh, I was going to do this video tomorrow, right? That's why I started with the preamble, perfect is the enemy of done. I haven't shipped a video in a couple of months. That stops now. That stops today. Because when we wait for things to be perfect, I subconsciously been waiting for things to be perfect. When we wait for things to be perfect, we find that we'll be waiting for a long time, right? Because perfect doesn't exist. If we're waiting for everything to be perfect, we'll probably be waiting until the 20th of never. So I decided to do this video. I decided to just ship something and to cultivate a little bit of momentum, right? So what is the Total Rebuild Project? Well, about 6 months ago, 9 months ago, I hit an emotional nadir. I hit a psychological and a spiritual nadir. Now we're knee deep into the 2020s, the post-COVID landscape. There's a lot to unpack there, but I hit an emotional abyss. Now that's saying something. I'm a formerly incarcerated youth. I used to be homeless as a teenager. I've kicked drugs and alcohol. We'll talk about that in subsequent videos. But I found myself in a really rough spot, to put it mildly. Still had a great job. Still was able to keep and maintain my relationships in my life. I was able to get through grad school, right? So everybody's rock bottom. It's all relative. We'll probably talk about that in subsequent videos. But I found myself floored, and I realized that I needed to hit the reset button on my life. I needed to hit the reset button spiritually, psychologically, and emotionally. And so I started this project called the Total Rebuild Project around the holidays, late 2025. And I thought I'd put together a series of videos chronicling my progress over the weeks, chronicling my progress over the months. And so this video is very much an update in keeping with the spirit and the tradition of the total rebuild. So what does that mean, the total rebuild? Well, it means becoming mindful of our habits and our behaviors. You know why? Because our habits, our behaviors, our routine, our thinking patterns, our cognitive architecture is the invisible architecture of our lives. Folks, I know it's true. And I know this is going to sound a little woo-woo, but our thoughts, I'm serious, the quality of our thoughts has such a huge impact on the quality of the lives we lead. So in subsequent videos, we're going to talk a lot about overstimulation. We're going to talk a lot about dysregulation. We're going to talk about the psychological and the societal impact of these things. Folks, the post-2020s, the world has changed. There's been a major paradigm shift. We're all figuring it out. But one thing I want to leave you all with is that our mental and our spiritual health is probably the most important thing any of us can work on, right? So I just wanted to leave you all with a quick update. Things are going great in my life, professionally, personally. I'm very blessed. For me right now, my mental health is my top priority. Next to that is my career. And next to that is my continued education, my relationships. Folks, that's all I've got for now. I'm going to ship another video tomorrow. Hand on heart. That's all I got for now. Hope you found this valuable. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.